else, you just get extra tight about it.
How you going to be savage and be cleaned up?
Exactly.
What the hell is this?
So it looks like we are going to get the mirror match right now, as Nipperman is going to be playing Benny Morrow, Billy, and Iori, and I believe, or maybe I have to sketch. No, Mario E is on playing one side. He will be playing Billy King versus Nipperman's Benny Morrow, Vice, and Iori.
Yeah, Billy, one of the characters that can swap between the first and second point. Either you want to play the big fundamentals, or you want to play the big damage that Billy can offer. But the Benny, man, Benny, the one-bar king, he can play, he can do it all, but that far D is going to really color how the matchup goes, actually. Even though this is a mirror, both characters, you know, they actually kind of struggle with dealing with the far D, which is why you see a lot of the preemptive electrics coming in from the both of them. And the confirm into the max mode means Mario E is going to take the first round with a decent life lead.
With one bar, you saw he cleaned up almost 40% of that life right off that bat.
That's the one-bar king, man. He's been the one-bar king since KOF 14's been out.
So right now, this is actually the only difference in between their teams is in that middle role. So right now, Nipperman has to go to the Vice.
Yeah.
But it's a frustrating thing when you're in a situation where you have to run the mirror right at the beginning, because you want to get that feel out. And for Mario E to get the jump ahead, I wonder if he has gotten a bit of an understanding now, because he's very much more aggressive. He's dominating the space with those electrics and those jump-ins.
Yeah, really interesting to see Mario E is just willing to play that neutral game with Benny. Normally we want to see them, you know, try to get in, get that mix-up, and play that one-bar game. But, man, he's just willing to wait for his moment, even if it's coming in like 25 seconds into the game.
Nipperman finally got his opportunity to activate max mode, but he immediately dropped the combo, and Mario was right on top of him with a DP. And just like that, we're on a potential OCV.
Yeah, going back to the Iori on the anchor, a familiar sight for us to say the least.
Nipperman, I need you to perk up right now. I need you to get a little bit awake for me, man. You got to represent this. Please do not hold this OCV. And if you do, Mario, I need you to make it vicious. I'm a big fan of damage. So Benny Morrow's a character that I like to watch, because I'm a big fan of damage.
I'm a big fan of electric, so I mean, this character is definitely my stuff to say the least. But it got to confirm, man, that big Iori damage. Oof!
And he's still sitting on 3 bars. There's 2 more of those at least cocked and ready. Still has the opportunity for the defensive options to blow back, but right now it looks like Nipperman is dipping back, looking for another opportunity to activate.
Mario E, knowing that if he just lays back a little bit, he's going to have the opportunity to build meter for his second 2 characters. Almost like playing a checkmate game, but he confirms off of it, drops the combo, but he puts him in the corner.
That was a big whiff DP by Nipperman, and every second lost, even if he can get this round now, but it's over with the throw. To Mario, actually, that's one of those things that really separates some of the best players from the ones who are mechanically talented, who don't necessarily know. You saw Mario manipulating Nipperman. He got that big hit, and he was really excited. Now you get the next hit. Maybe you're going to clean this character up and start the comeback.
Right.
And Mario just kind of spaced it out, made him wait, made him drop back, made him wait even more until the whip DP came out. And from there, it's just a matter of a punish, and then you just kind of just work the corner a little bit. You know, you just kind of tap it on in. Nevertheless, Mario goes up 1-0.
Yeah, and just with such strong emphasis. We got to see if Nipperman has, I mean, he went straight into the restart.
Yeah.
Let's see if he, you know, he thought of something in midway, or he can find an answer in the middle of this. Maybe he just needs to clean up the Benny. Who knows?
He's done a better job now. The life lead is actually in Nipperman's favor, and it might have been another one of those things where you have to get comfortable. You know, be on the stage. Oh, but that's a big jump in for Mario now. Great damage coming through, and the reset.
Oh, wow, yeah, goes for the reset instead of the knee loops. That's really an interesting decision from him.
And now the trade on the anti-air. Well done there, Mario. Wow, that was a quick turnaround. Just found one jump in, got a reset, and then from there, it was just another instance of being able to just, you know, take the life lead into the corner and finish the job.
It's really seeing the confidence from Mario E's play. You just feel like he can dictate the pace no matter what.
Oh, wow. Big low crush here. That's so huge. You just get that almost out of nowhere.
Yeah, and 14, that means that's a max mode confirm into big damage. Scary to deal with.
Now the meter coming back right now. Mario on his next clean hit should have meter enough. This is a very dangerous situation for Nipperman.
Yeah, just controlling him in the corner.
It's like that. It's a simple. No, you don't got to do too much. You've already got one character, and you've taken so much life off the next. But getting 2, Mario looking like he might make this.
Mario is just playing such a clinical a clinical game here because he's realizing as soon as he gets the life lead that he could just sit back. He can almost checkmate his opponent by just building meter and just waiting for him to hang himself because he has to go in. He has to make this life deficit, like, just extinguish it, but it's not happening. Even a 5-bar Iori has so much work to do.
We will get some of that work going in now. Look at the red. Look at the jam on that bread and butter.
That's a lot of blood, to say the least.
But we saw this earlier in this exact same matchup, though. Nipperman found that. Well, this time,
there you
Far
go.
D canceled there. Much better.
Confirm off the Far D. Well done there. One of the best tools Iori has to offer. And he still has 2 bars on deck. And we were saying he has good 1 bar. But we finally get to see the Billy. Yes. One of my favorite characters in 14 because those normals they're tough to deal with. Even for a character like Iori, he's going to have to really work at trying to get through that.
So much long range on the pole arm. And it's hard because you never know whether it's time to overextend aggressively against a character like this because you know they're going to have slower recovery. But you hate to get red and lose so much life, especially in an anchor situation. But Nipperman right now is actually playing a bit of the cautious role. Even though he's in max mode, he knows it's better to actually just let that drain out rather than lose life trying to get in. He still has more than enough bar to get really good damage if he does find a clean hit, but Mario is putting up a wall right now.
Yeah, you really got to commend Mario right now. I mean, he's just waiting for his moment here. He found it, confirms him to the level 2.
Big frame trap and a huge damage, and now almost elementary.
Yeah, that's that big Billy damage I was talking about. That's why he can sit in that second roll. The 2-bar combo does so much damage, but he can also sit and play that footsie game that you saw from Mario, just waiting for his moment for that confirm.
Yeah, interesting. That I saw they were actually talking to each other mid-round after the end of that, and I was wondering what that conversation was. But now it's like, hopefully, it looks like Nipperman's going like, yo, but be honest with me, what the hell was going on? What was I looking at? And hopefully Mario is able to, break it down. That's always one of the best things about it. If you get beat in a tournament, it's not the end of the world, but you do have to put the ego aside, learn that information.